Welcome to Women on the Move Live. I'm your host, Kim McNair. Listen, this show is for women who are in business, doing business, and all about business. So if you're an entrepreneur, a pace setter, or making moves in the community, you're in the right place at the right time. So call a friend, tweet a friend, hit them up on Facebook and tell them Women on the Move Live is on the air. Well, my guest today is a very special friend. She is training our youth to be leaders of tomorrow. I want you all to welcome Miss Yvette Cook.
Thank you so much, Kim. It's a pleasure to be here with you.
Oh, I'm glad that you're here. You know, we see each other, we do a lot of different things, but it's just a pleasure to have you here to just kind of talk about some of the great things you're doing with the organization, which is Usher's New Look Foundation. You are the president and CEO. So tell those that don't know about the foundation, tell us a little bit more about that.
Absolutely. We've been around since 1999. We were founded by Usher, the Grammy Award-winning entertainer.
Yes.
He was a mere 20 years old, and he and his mother decided to do something. They wanted to give back to the community.
Wow.
So they started out that year and helped 10 students. And now we've served over 30,000 students.
Woo, 30,000. That is, I mean, that is really a lot. That's touching so many children. So what are some of the areas you're in? I know you're in different cities and communities. So
We are. We are. We start with 8th graders, and we have a one-day intensive training that we do all over the world.
Whoa.
And then we have our academies, and we currently have academies in Milwaukee, Atlanta, Detroit, Los Angeles, Brooklyn, and soon we'll be in Washington, D.C.
Wow, that is great. Oh my goodness. I mean, and you guys are globally as well. You're doing things globally.
Yeah, we train globally. We've trained in Hong Kong and Kenya, South Africa, Amsterdam, Philippines, London, and this year we're going to Haiti.
Oh, wow, that is awesome. Look at that. I mean, really, really training leaders of tomorrow. Now, there's different pillars of service.
There are.
And I kind of want you to get into that because I think that's important. People need to know.
I agree. Well, we have 4 key pillars that we think are really important as we're raising these leaders or empowering these youth to be leaders. And we start with what we call the spark, and helping them identify their passion. And it's all based on what they're interested in.
Okay.
Because we think if a student in the 8th or 9th grade can find out what they're really interested in, then we can help them map out that journey through high school and into college or technical school or career. So we start with the spark. And then we go into educational pathways. So what educational pathways should I take if I want to become a veterinarian or if I want to be in the theater? There are a multitude of ways to get there, so we expose them to the various career paths. And then the education part of it is critically important because they need to know. Why is math important? If I want to be a NASCAR mechanic, then I need to be able to calculate the velocity, the speed of the car, know what tire to put on.
That is right.
That kind of thing. So it's education service, and then it's education career. And that 4th pillar is service. You got to give back.
Yes,
have to give back. So there's one thing that's really different about our program that I think makes it so successful. It's peer-to-peer led.
Oh, so peer-to-peer led.
Peer-to-peer led. So students who are seniors in high school and who are in college, who've already matriculated through the program, are the ones training the lower classmen.
Oh, get out of here. That is so good. That is good. And they can relate. They kind of know.
Instant relatability, instant credibility. And so you don't have an adult in front of you trying to teach you and train you. You have someone who's already been where you are.
And understands the language.
Completely
Because
understands the
I mean,
language.
it's like, what was that? Okay, so they can speak the same languages. And again, they're already at this level and they can kind of help bring them up. That is great. Now, your graduation rate, I think I read, is it 100%?
That's right. From our academy,
yes.
100% of our students graduate from the academy, graduate from high school on time.
Oh, that
which
is awesome.
Wonderful. 98% of those students will go on to college or career.
Oh, that is, see, people need to know. I'm telling you, this is great. This is awesome. I mean, UNL, Usher's New Look Foundation, I mean, you guys are doing some great things. Listen, I want to take a break because I know I want to come back and talk about a whole lot more because I
Great.
know there's so much more about Yvette Cook that we need to know as well. So we're going to take a little break and I'll be right back.
When you're powered by service, you must know that when you have a cause and when you have a purpose and a passion, then you're able to use it. You're able to use it not just for your own personal reasons, but you're able to use it to help someone else. To know that you giving back and you serving others can help you become a better person and to help more people. So know that Powered by Service isn't just a title. It isn't just a program, but it's a feeling and it's an actual action that you must take. So be powered by service, not just for yourself, but for others.
Whatever it is that you want to do, you gotta wake up every morning already knowing and believing that you are that right now. Start believing. You know why? Because the mind is one of the most powerful tools that you have. You gotta exercise that. Perception is reality. From the mind, you create and manifest.
You all are in this room because you know exactly where you're headed. And we're just here to help you frame that and put that together.
Nelson Mandela said, education is the most powerful weapon which you use to change the world. I agree, don't you?
At Just For You Women's Healthcare, everything we do is just for you. We offer a range of well women care from your annual exams to weight loss, vitamins, and natural supplements. We're with you throughout life, from obstetrics and pregnancy care to menopausal care and even laparoscopic surgery should you need it. Take the first step. Call us and schedule an appointment today. We look forward to caring just for you.
I am Dr. RJ, and this is your Mental Health Minute. Did you know that 16 million Americans have some sort of depression or anxiety issue? That could be you. And how do you know if it's you? Well, one way is if you think about your relationships. Are you having issues with work? Are you having issues with your health or sleep or appetite? Are you feeling differently from a way that you felt before and you just can't figure out what's going on? If so, the best thing you can do is to ask an expert. There's no way for you to just know if you're having some sort of severe mental health issue without someone telling you, without you getting professional help or advice on what to do next. Self-care is not selfish. Ask someone today. Talk to your mental health professional.
Well, we are having such a good time talking. I mean, this is amazing what the youth are doing and what you guys are doing with the youth, and it's just phenomenal. And it's important that people need to hear that because we hear so much of everything on the other side, but it's always good to hear the positive things that the youth are doing and those that are trying to help raise and raise the bar for them, because again, that's important. I know we hear a lot in schools about just the challenges the teachers are having and the different challenges that are out there, but there's resources. There are resources out there. So if you live in a certain area here in Atlanta, I want you guys to just go online. They should go to New Look Foundation.
It's ushersnewlook.org.
Ushersnewlook.org. Okay.
Yeah,
all right. Go on and you can get more information, find out about the organization and what schools they're in your area. But I want to talk a little bit about Yvette Cook. Now, as my card says, you served as the Senior Vice President, Chief Marketing Officer for the United Way of Greater Atlanta.
I did.
You also were the Chief Strategy Officer for Georgia Public Broadcasting. Am I doing okay?
You're doing right.
Okay, I'm doing right. Okay. Got to make sure. But I just wanted to know, I know one of your things is serving primarily women, and this is Women on the Move.
Yes.
And that's one thing that is near and dear to you, as well as the youth.
Yes.
Why is that?
Well, I think it was inbred in me from very early age. Both my parents were very active volunteers in the community.
Okay.
My brother and I started volunteering with them at about 5 or 6 years old.
Oh, good.
So I was a Girl Scout.
I wasn't.
I was a Girl Scout, and so I've always been involved in serving, and I watched my mother as a full-time volunteer, my father in the community.
Wow.
So that's all I knew growing up. And you know, then through college, you really start wondering, what's your purpose in life? Why am I here? It's my passion about.
Yes.
And I'm passionate about helping other people.
Oh, wow.
And specifically women and youth and children.
Okay.
my
Okay.
passion
So
lies,
see,
yeah.
and you're right in line. See how
Right in line
the
with it.
divine order right there, right in line with what you were
exactly
ordained
how it
to
worked
do.
out.
See that? And people talk about the gifts and the
Yes.
talents that we're given, and look at that,
Yes.
right in her gift and her talent. That is great. Now you do. Is it professional coaching? Talk a little bit about
I
that.
am a certified executive and personal life coach.
Okay.
And I don't do as much of it as I used to because right now I'm really focused on our kids.
Oh, wow.
You know,
That's
we serve
good.
about 4,500 students a year, so I call them all my kids.
Oh.
And so they keep me very busy. But every now and then I will, you know, get involved with maybe a small group of women and do some executive and personal life coaching. It's still part of my giving back.
Right,
serving.
and that's good. That's good because again, as women, as we are trying to grow our businesses, or you know, we're transitioning. Maybe the kids are getting out of the house now, or maybe I'm in corporate America, and I need to just make that move. I need to go move up the ladder, or I've been in this job and I think it's dead end, and maybe I want to trans. So coaching, getting some of those
Right.
life skills, those executive coaching moments, can help someone in making a very important decision, or a life-changing decision sometimes, or
Life-changing.
something that can just help better them as a woman in business, as a woman in their organization, and just for themselves. Because again, I was talking with a group of ladies, and we were talking about branding. I said, well, you're your brand. You have
That's
to brand you right now. You're your brand. So you got to start with you before you can even get out here and do this. Because everybody's talking about branding. Oh, my brand, my brand. But your brand needs to be able to do its own thing without you opening your mouth. They need
That's
to
right.
pick up the paper and say, oh, wow, I know what that brand is saying already. So again, presentation, all those things, and the things that you guys are teaching the young women and young men right now to do.
And branding is so important. In fact, that's one of the very important parts of our curriculum is brand. Because truly, we say you can't be a singer who never sings, a dancer who never dances, or a spokesperson who never speaks.
That's right, that's
so
right.
we really encourage our students, and also in my personal life coaching, I encourage women that I coach, and it's primarily women, that number one, believe in yourself first and foremost.
Number one.
Number two, believe you can do anything, absolutely anything you desire to do.
Yes, that's my grandmother right there. Go
That
ahead.
is your grandmother.
Yeah,
My grandmother
my
too.
grandmother said, you can do whatever you want to do, girl, whatever you want to do. Go ahead. And
Surround yourself with positive people.
okay, positive people. Get these points, write them down.
That's right. And never undervalue your worth.
All right.
Because we as women do undervalue our worth. We do it in corporate America. Sometimes we do it in our home, private situations with our mates.
Yes.
Sometimes we even do it with our children.
See, look at there.
So we really have to empower one another to know what our worth is. And in the career place, if you feel you're worth more money, ask for it. Because the guys are asking for it and getting it.
Oh,
And I think that disparity is there because oftentimes we don't ask.
preach, preacher.
You don't ask, you don't get, Kim.
That's right, that's right. Oh, this is great. Look, it's all about empowering. It's all about inspiring and engaging in the conversation. And that's what Women on the Move is all about, just making sure that we're sharing this information, because we don't know, someone could be watching and they say, wow, I didn't know that. Oh gosh, I need to look at my worth. Okay, my presentation, all of that works together. And it can make them to be a better person. I thank you so much, Yvette. This is great.
Oh, thank you for having me
Oh
on.
my goodness, we can talk all day, but
We
I
sure
guess,
can.
we have to, keep things moving, as we say. Well, listen, we're going to take a little break here. We'll be right back.